Hello and welcome to my channel. So this is the first video that I produced regarding a goal I scheduled or I set up for myself for 2025. So I'm a goal-oriented person, and in the beginning of each year I like to set up goals. And this year I picked what my friend would call a BHAG, big, hairy, audacious goal. Okay, so that goal is to be able to participate in a bodybuilding competition in September of 2025. That is the goal. So in order to do that, there's requirements. So I have to get my body weight down to somewhere between 7 and I think 9%, but I'm going to shoot for 7%. And I've given myself 40 weeks to do that, which basically amounts to about 0.5% of body weight per week that I need to drop. There'll be some weeks I'll probably drop more and some weeks maybe less. So that's the average that I'm going to work with. I'm starting at 196.4 for my body weight. And my body fat is 30%, which is quite honestly a little higher than I thought it would be. But that's okay. So that's what I'm starting with. 196 pounds weight and 2% body fat. And my goal is 7%. So give myself those 40 weeks. In order to do it, there's some requirements. First off is nutrition. I'm going to give myself 4 meals a day. I know there's all different kind of theories and so forth about how many times you should eat, but I'm going to go with 4 meals a day, and each meal will have 34 grams of protein. I'm not going to go crazy tracking macros or anything like that with, how much fat, how much carbs, just protein. I'm going to lock it on protein. I'm going to track that. I've given myself, I've got a pretty simple app to do that called Protein Pal. And all it does is you put what the meal is and you put your protein numbers in, and that's it. So, because I need to get roughly 137 grams of protein a day. So I took those 4 meals, divided that up, and it comes out to about that number. So that's the nutrition piece of it. Workouts will be 5, sometimes 6 days a week. That 6th one will probably be more cardio, or it might be something I think I need to work on where my body's like maybe not quite balanced on. So that type of thing. Sometimes muscles don't grow like other muscles do. So you sometimes have to focus on that. That's more towards the nitty gritty when I get closer to competition. Obviously the big challenge is the weight loss and the body fat reduction. Another tool I'm using is a scale. It's a regular scale, but it's also a body fat scale. It's called Eufy, EUFY. It also has an app that tracks, and that's what I did this morning. So this is kind of day 1. So I used that. That's how I got the number of 30% body fat. Have to do it in the morning. I'm only going to do it once a week. I'm going to weigh myself and check my body fat, because I don't want to do it more often, even though some people say you should. I don't want to do that because, quite honestly, I don't think I can handle the swings of, because sometimes your weight and your body fat could fluctuate quite a bit. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep it simple and just go 1 week, and that's when I'll retake my my body composition, as they say. The other tool I'm going to use is a DEXA scan, but I'm only going to do that 3 times, hopefully throughout the 40 weeks, because it's like $150 each time you do it. But it is the gold standard for body weight. I did it once before and it was pretty dead on. So that's the other tool. And then as far as the workouts, we'll be following a program by a guy named Jeff Nippard. I've had his program for a while and I've ran through it. I'm going to keep with that for at least the first 20 weeks. He has an additional program, a pure bodybuilding program, where the workouts get a little longer, a little more detailed, which is fine. But for the first 20 weeks, I'm going to stick with what I have. And it's a pretty basic program. There's a spreadsheet, put my numbers in, what I did each day. He creates a good variety of workouts and exercises and stuff so your body doesn't adjust and you don't just get bored, which is more important. So there we go. That's the goal. So each day I'm going to create a video and I'm going to tell you how I felt the previous day, right? I'm going to kind of survey what I think I've learned from the previous, on the previous day. So tomorrow I'll create a video and I'll basically say, hey, this is what I did. This is how I ate. This was my workout. And, this is how I'm feeling. Doing it for a couple of reasons. First, accountability. I've told quite a few people about this. So the people who are watching the video are my accountability. They basically, the challenge is now like, I not so much I can't fail, but I can't not give 100%. Because I have to look these people in the eye if they see me eating at McDonald's or something. But so that's one of the reasons. And or just to track my progress for myself too, to see how I'm at. Obviously, I'm not going to be taking naked photos or anything, or I don't think there's going to be my shirt off or anything like that. Most you might see is in a Dago tee, but just the progress of how I'm feeling and so forth. So if this is something you're interested in tracking with me, that's great. I really appreciate any comments you have to add. I'm happy to try to answer any questions. I've been working out for quite a while. I've learned quite a bit, but I've never done a competition like this, and I certainly never taken on a goal like this before. So that's why it's a BHAG. Anyways, if you have any other questions, please put them in the comments, and I'll be back tomorrow with a video for day 2.